Here we go. Here's an informative one for you. We're talking about seat brackets today. If you are a fairly tall individual and have a hard time fitting into your G-Wagon, I've got a solution for you. First and foremost, I'm going to show you how to install this. I'm going to walk you through it step by step. I am actually going to do some work today. I want to show off though our new seat brackets. Our old ones were steel, they were painted. These are brand new. They are milled from solid stainless steel. That's right, stainless. They will not rust, they will not corrode, they will not do anything weird. Even the hardware is stainless. So to start with, we labeled this to make it very, very simple. So the rear of this is these units with this little taper on the back. This is so as it intrudes into the passenger footwell area, it doesn't have a sharp edge to catch your foot on. In the front is just that. You got the threaded and then the open port. The long bolts go at the front and the short bolts go at the rears. And we're going to show you how it's done. With that, you need 3 tools. You have the 8mm Allen key. This is so you can loosen the seat. You have the 6mm Allen key. This is what these are for. And then you have your ratchet. Now, to get started, you're going to want to put this away. You don't need that. You're going to want to roll the seat all the way forward. This makes life a little easier. Because what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to expose the bolts that are holding down the seat bracket right here. I also like to do this. Just gives me some extra room. I'm going to hop in the back. Blake's going to film me while I loosen this up so you see what it looks like. You're going to grab your 8mm, you're going to grab your ratchet, and you're going to hop in. So with the seat all the way forward, you now have access to your bolts. Then they're not very tight. They come out pretty easily. That's a good spot for it. This is really a pretty quick process, guys. So you do that, easy as that. Now we're going to move the seat all the way back. And this is a good time for me to share with you that the guy that did the voice for Bambi was actually a Marine, but he never told anybody about that, among other things. Anyway, now that you have the seat all the way back, now you have access to the front bolts. And these are a little tricky to see. But you're going to grab your ratchet that you used before, and you are going to get in there, loosen it up. Doesn't take a whole lot to do it. These are pretty short. And you do the same thing over here. There's only 4 bolts that hold the seat tracks to this end. And I'll show you why this is important, why we screwed it back. This is laid out as it's going to go on the truck. These are going to go on here. You're going to lift the seat up and move it back. I'll show you in a second. But the bolts that you just took out are going to go into here, and then these bolts are going to go into here as you move the seat up and back. And what that looks like is this. You're going to He-Man this thing up now that it's fully loose, and if you can't lift it, you just lift it up a little bit and tilt it back. Don't worry about it, it's going to fall and do some weird stuff. So you're going to take this, Shazam, take this, thread it in, and you can do this finger tight at first. Don't feel like you got to He-Man this all together. Now, be prepared, because if you're doing this on your own truck and if you've got multiple drivers, i.e. a spouse or kids or something like that, be prepared. You're going to find a whole bunch of crazy stuff down here. We find money, credit cards, Cheetos. One time we had to vacuum out one of these, and I swear we almost clogged up a shop vac. So it's really simple. It just bolts right in. The bolt's just long enough to get to the end of the nut, and it sits just like that, not to overly simplify it. Now the other part of the equation is I'm going to go ahead and set this back on top, and I'm going to do the back part of the seat. Hop around back, I'll show you. Now I've effectively set the seat on top of the bracket. Nothing's bolted in it, and I'm going to go ahead and scoot it back forward. The seat's not attached, by the way. I'm literally just rolling it forward to give myself some room. I'm going to show you why. Now that I'm back here, you notice the tracks are up, and I have access to these. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab my brackets here that go in the back of this. Get this out of the way. And the short bolts. Now, what I'm going to do here is take this little guy, and you notice it's got a hole right here, this pin. It actually centers in this. So you're going to set this just like so. You're just going to thread it in by hand. You don't have to get too excited about it. Some people like to torque these down from the get-go, and you can certainly do that, but there's no need. Give yourself a little bit of room. You don't have to take the seat all the way out. That's a real pain in the butt, and plus you got to unplug everything, and well, ain't nobody got time for that. So I'll show you what I do. I just snug it up just enough so that it stays put. And notice, again, we have this little, this angle back here to clear this guy. So that everything bolts in, you don't have to worry about it. Purposely don't have that tight because we're doing a battery in this too. But anyway, now that you have that, then you're gonna pick the whole seat assembly up and set it on there. It looks like this. Pretty straightforward. It's not terribly heavy, but you're gonna wanna go, boom, and it just fell in. It's got a little dowel pin there that lines everything up. So you may have seen that. This dowel pin fell in that hole, and now this hole's lined up and this hole's lined up. Pretty straightforward. Now you can take your original bolts, these little guys, and thread those right in. I just go a couple threads on it because I want to make sure that everything is lined up. I'm also going to run around the front side and check that it's lined up too. The reason that's important is this one here is not quite going right. Move to the side just a little bit. Is largely there's no centering pins for this. So now everything goes in. I can actually torque this down if I wanted to. I'm going to make sure the bolts go in on the front side too. I'll show you. So now is the part where we get to put the bolts in our brackets. So here you're going to look, we have our front brackets. We have the 6mm bolts in the front, and we're going to take our factory bolts and put those in the back. Nothing's really tight yet, but we are going to go ahead and just get it started. And we're doing it because everything can walk around and move. So I'm just going finger tight on this. I'm just threading in, like this one's a little crooked. This is why we don't just put it in and tighten it from the get-go, because that would be not good. So now that everything's good, the back is on, the front's on, everything's kind of finger tight and loose. Give a little wiggle, make sure everything's centered, everything's happy. And we're gonna go ahead and tighten down the 6mm bolt. I'm gonna explain why. So you're gonna give that a little snug. Give this guy a little snug. And this is going to be the back and forth part. We're going to roll the seat forward, and we're going to pull the back up real quick and torque down the brackets to the frame. I know it's back and forth, but bear with me on this. So in order to do that though, I am going to go ahead and pull these bolts back out. Now that I know they thread in and the holes are in the right spot, I'm going to roll the seat forward, lift it off the bracket so I can get a wrench underneath it, tighten the back. Anyway, it's a whole thing. Okay, so I'm gonna pull these back out because I had everything kind of set in there. I'm gonna gently lift the seat and just move it to the side. And I'm gonna tighten up these brackets here. Give yourself enough room to get your wrench in there. And you don't have to go super tight with it. Now, I bet you are thinking right now about that Marine that did the voiceover for Bambi. There's a timeline variance that you need to take into account because he was a kid when he did it. So there you go. There's your fun factoid of the day. This one's a little tricky, because you have to get in there and move the seat around. And if you really are tricky, in fact, let me make this a little easier on us. Just move the whole thing to the side. You don't need to get too crazy with it. Just need to tighten it up just enough. And then you set the whole thing back on. There we go. Now, you can do these bolts. That one's threaded in, and this one. Start these suckers by hand. It makes your life a lot easier because it's multiple tracks moving in multiple directions. We want all the bolts in before we torque everything. So yes, we're going to go back with the seat again. Here we go. The seat goes all the way back. Again, this is a good exercise. So if you've got Cheerios or crumbs in your seat, it'll get its way out too. Then, now you can start tightening everything down. But first things first, we're going to put these bolts back in there. Since we already checked it and we know that they can go in, we're going to use this as a little guide. Voila. Love it when a plan comes together. Now we can torque these. Since we've got the back bolts and these bolts, give it a little love. Not too much though, because if you strip it out, you're on your own. But again, it's heavy duty stainless steel, so good luck. And it's grade 10 hardware, so. We do that. And yes, we got to move it forward one more time. I'm all out of facts. I only get one a day, folks. Don't make it awkward. Now, the last part of the equation is tighten this sucker up, and you are ready to roll. All right, now hop in, adjust the seat, and you're done. Now for the moment of truth. With everything all said and done, you move your seat back. You patiently wait for it to move at the speed of snail. Look at that. You get some cool stainless steel goodies in there. Ooh. Move this back a little bit. That's nice, folks. Not only does it move you back a couple inches, it moves you up a couple inches. And the biggest change I will say that this does, I actually need to move forward now, is it eliminates that feeling of falling off the front of the seat. So if, I usually like to have the seat a little higher just so you can see a little bit more commanding view. So you're gonna sit a little bit higher, but it offers you the ability to not feel like you're falling off the front of the seat because these seats do not go up that high. I did this for me, and I figured there's other people like me out there that are 6 foot or taller and have ergonomic issues, as we like to call it. So this is our solution that seems to work pretty well. It is all pure milled stainless steel with stainless steel hardware, and hopefully this helps you on the install of your seat brackets on your G-Wagon. It's only for the 463 models, by the way, so that's 2002 through 2018 is what this covers. So if you got one, give us a shout. More than happy to toss a set in the mail and out to you. Thanks again, Joe Gocher, nothing but G's. Talk to you soon.